welcome to Cooking Shit with Sean, and today we're making my new favorite fucking thing, sourdough starter flatbread. I'm calling them orgy cakes though. I kind of forgot about my sourdough starter and it got nasty, as you can see, but I salvaged this much from the middle, fed it for a week, and boom, resurrected and like new. Although it is actually a 60-year-old starter, which means that this has been an epic lactic acid bacterial orgy since the 1960s. If only starters could talk. I feed mine with spelt flour. And spelt is spelled like spelt, unless you're trying to spell spelled, then spelt is spelled wrong. Wait, what? Anyway. If you already have a sourdough starter, then you know the deal. But if you don't, you basically add preferably whole grain flour because that microcosm orgy of healthy bacteria eating, fucking, and farting gotta eat. Then add some water because those horny little bugs get thirsty and shit. I love this flatbread so much I may never bake an actual loaf again. Fuck it. I mean, I probably will, but look, if someone offers you a sourdough starter and you're like, I don't know how to bake shit, just fucking take it and you can at least make healthy as fuck flatbread or learn to bake. Duh. See what I'm saying? Now, to be clear, this is not a sourdough discard recipe. This is straight up activating your bacterial orgy and using that frothy sour lactic acid schmegma to make the flatbread. No extra flour or autolyzing or any of that science shit is required. Even if you're kind of dumb, you can probably pull this off. Anyway, that's the consistency you're looking for, kind of like thick pancake dough. And I scrape the sides down so I can, watch the orgy. If you have no life, I recommend getting a sourdough starter through which you can live vicariously. No, keep your dick out of it. It's not that kind of orgy. Quit being gross. I know. You could eat this shit raw, I guess, but yeah, don't do that. Don't be a dumbass. Alright, well, it is an orgy, so get out the rubber band to mark the beginning level. That way you can see all that lacto-schmeg. Ooh, I just made up a word. You can see the lacto-schmeg rise. Someone put that shit in Wikipedia, will you? Alright, close the curtains and put on some music and give them a bit of privacy in a dark, warm spot. I put mine by my wall here. No, not right next to it. Quit being a dumbass. Then we create a temporal vortex called a to move forward in time. Shit, I made myself dizzy. I can practically hear the billions of tiny, squeaky little bacterial moans of pleasure and grunting and shit. Yeah, they had some fun. Alright, I'm going to do an onion version and one without onions for those of you that, don't like shit that tastes good. Actually, this should taste good even without onions. Doesn't it seem like every fucking cooking video I do has an onion scene in which I launch into an onion monologue about how our minds are like onions and that there's always another layer to be peeled? Well, I'm not doing that this episode, fuck it. Because actually, reality itself is like an onion. An onion of dimension and scale. Like, imagine you're a little yeasty snarfendingle floating around in an entire universe of bacteria who, by the act of existing and fucking, are expanding their own universe, with all that lacto-schmeg. Alright, I ran out of onion footage and made up words. Let's move on. Alright, you're gonna need fire. Whoa, not that much fucking fire. And olive oil. Damn, not that much fucking olive oil. And your onions, of course. And fuck, not that many fucking onions. I took some out. And don't cook these unless you like burnt shit. Just make a little circle and salt it. And if you don't like onions, then put whatever you want in it. Put fucking cat food in it. Put fucking blibble snurp in it. For all I give a shit. I'm not eating it. And yeah, just spoon the starter on. It's kind of like making a pancake. Hence orgy cake. And whilst it's still gooey, I'm putting some everything but the spice on it because that shit tastes good. Anywho, let it cook and, poke at it once in a while. And when the other side is golden, flip it. Looks like that. But I forgot to film the flip like a dumbass. Doesn't that look good, though? But yeah, I forgot to film the flip because I was doing dumb shit like whatever the fuck that is. We'll just call it warble snurping. But anyway, yeah, that's it. It's done. I'm going to put on a paper towel because I actually did kind of use too much oil, if there is any such thing. Oh, don't forget the dinglebready. Why, yes, I did say dinglebready. Ooh, I made up another word. Alright, let's throw down a little too much olive oil again because fuck it. And salt and do it again without onion, whatever.
In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was...
Schmack-a-dap-a-ding-dong. No, probably not. But in the actual beginning of our universe, it was hot as fuck. But as the cosmos expanded and shit gets further and further away from other shit, it's theorized that eventually we'll reach a cold, dark state of maximum entropy with zero thermodynamic energy whatsoever, and that'll be it. It's called the Big Chill. So if you're worried about what that douchebag said to you, or if your butt looks too big in those pants, or taxes or bottom bosses are dumbasses in general, then chill. Think about the big chill at the end of the universe instead, and the resulting existential crisis will wash all that other shit away. You're welcome. But not so for this little universal bacterial orgy. It's dying a heat death right now, and then a stomach acid death, and then it all goes to shit from there, like, actual shit. And I'm just going to use everyday seasoning for this one. I mean, literally, it's called everyday seasoning. Way to get creative, Trader Joe's. I'm just going to start calling it. Alright, there we go. It's on like Schmeggy Kong. Maybe I shouldn't actually be making up words. Alright, don't worry, it's almost over. Flip it, cook it, looks good. Put the shit over there. Easy schmega peasy, or easy schmeckadeasy? Alright, well, this dumb video took longer than it takes me to make this shit, but look at that. Alright, that's it. I highly recommend it. Tastes good. It's healthy. So, bye-bye. Fuck off. Toodle schmiddly-doo.